I know you see the title, y'all. We have been so busy. Cam has not felt well. I have not felt well because she has not felt well. That's my girl, my ace. So I've been trying to figure out what's been going on with her for a very long time. And you know, being a special needs mom, when you know, you know. And there she go. Cammy, you out the shower? You out the shower, boo? You feel okay? You out the shower? What you want? You ready to eat? There she go, y'all. That's right, Allison. Good evening, Stop and Smile. Long time no see, guys. We have been super busy. After the stomach virus, things got weird for us because I was like, something ain't right with my baby. She was having like a pot belly, burping, passing gas. Let's see what she do when she don't get her iPad. Burping, passing gas and everything. So I made sure that I made her an appointment to the gastroenterologist, y'all. So um, we did some blood work and it's not all is well with us. Just trying to figure out how to get past this, get through this, figure this out, and make sure Cammy's okay. So I made her a GI appointment because Cammy always has like a big stomach. Like she's getting taller, but her girth, meaning her stomach, was big and bloated, and she was laying down a lot and burping a lot and pooting a lot. Would not boo boo, and then she would boo boo, and it was stank. So I had made her an appointment, and it took like a month or so to get into the appointment. Probably took like 3 months to get into the appointment. So really, for the last 3 months, I've been trying to work on just what is going on with my baby. Because if you're a mom, you know, not just a special needs mom, but a mom, period, you can tell when something's going on with your child. So Cammy would be very uncomfortable after she eat. So the symptoms that led to me to discover what was going on with her was lethargic, being lazy, going to get in bed right after eating, burping, lots of gas. I know if you've been on my lives before, you would hear her pass gas, and I'm like, oop, there she go, and y'all would be so same. So I just suspected that something was wrong with her. So I was like, let me get her in and get her tested. So once we got her tested, which was yesterday, let's see, Stop and Smile say, I know I know with you as her mother, she will get all the attention and help she needs. You are amazing. Boo, she gonna get all the attention that she's like. I'm like, when she's uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable. And that's why today for me has been like, I've been all over the place, y'all. I just been praying and just thinking like, what do I do? Because celiac disease is serious, you know, and she's about to be 12, and I've been researching it. It says they pretty much find out when they're like 13, or they could find out before. But I've noticed this for a very long time. Her girth is huge. Now, yesterday we went for the checkup, and I thought we would be there for like an hour. Y'all ain't take no chargers or nothing because I was like, we're going to be in and out. No, we were not. They did x-rays, blood work. Y'all, blood was everywhere. They had 3 nurses on cam. Blood was everywhere. And so she went ahead when the doctor came in, and I always take my notes. I always write down what Cammy eats through every day so they could look and see what's been going on. And she only eats certain things. Now, I have her in speech therapy. And speech therapists were saying that she has an aversion and that she just don't like food. She don't like to chew. So she doesn't chew, but the thing is, we were giving her foods that were making her feel bad. Hey, Diamond, as well as an amazing advocate for her. Thank you. I'm always going to advocate for her. I am her mouth, her nose, her ears, her stomach. Right now, I'm being her stomach. And with her being about to be 12 years old, she's getting taller. We had to adjust the equipment and stuff that she sits in every day. And I was like, something is wrong because she has a big stomach. What is going on? But once we went to the doctor, they ran all the tests, and the doctor, after seeing everything, she was like, I think she may have celiac disease. And I was like, what? And me being a nurse, but having a brain injury and just forgetting some of the things, I had to come home and research it. So the reason why I know so much now is because I came home yesterday and I researched. But celiac disease is, yeah, I got my notes. It's an autoimmune disease. Is a disorder where when you consume gluten, which is found in wheats and barley and rye, it triggers your immune system to respond, and it damages the small intestine. And Cammy has small intestine issues. Like, we're waiting on the actual test to come back, but all of her symptoms and everything just lead up to celiac disease, y'all. Um, So it affects your body because the immune system attacks your small intestine and it leads to like a misabsorption of nutrients. So over time, it can cause health issues, which has caused Cammie to have very bad health issues. So um, the gluten that she had been taking, so Cammie would only eat oatmeal, she would only eat spaghetti, macaroni and cheese, those little meals that have fettuccine and things like that. I didn't fix her food yet. I'm about to fix it because I got to show them what I got to get her now. So her oatmeal and her cream of wheat. But y'all, cream of wheat has wheat in it and oats in it and everything. What you need?
Her iPad.
Oh, her iPad.
Well,
she won't act up. All right, y'all, and I gotta fix her food right now because I wanted to show you guys what I have to fix her now. Those things were just causing her to have diarrhea and be constipated. Her abdominal, she had pain in her stomach. She's been throwing up. She lose weight and gain weight. The gaining weight I thought was coming from just her stomach being fat and full. I was like, she can big because her real daddy is chunky. So I was thinking, maybe she just inherited that. But no, she's slim and trim like her mama's side of the family. It's just the fact that she has what we're talking about. Every day, so all right, so, and she had started having fatigue, and let me tell y'all this part: irritability or behavior changes. I never did put out the video, but one night Cammie beat me up. We was in the bed, y'all. I still got a scratch on my face, I think. Maybe it's gone, I don't know. And she was like more aggressive than she had ever been before. And I was like, what is going on? And it's really because she was just irritable. And also delayed growth or puberty. So Cammie does have like pubic hairs, underarm hair, but she hasn't had her cycle. And I'm thinking it's because of cerebral vermis hyperplasia, which she has, is a neurological condition that she has. And her iron has been low. We haven't seen any skin rashes, but it also says she has neurological issues with this. So I am not claiming the full-blown thing because we are waiting on the blood work to come in. But what we're going to do is take a precaution. Precaution meaning that as her parent, I'm not going to keep feeding her the things that make her stomach hurt. Even if they don't say it's officially full-blown celiac disease, I know when I feed her what upsets her stomach. So I'm not giving it to her. She would eat a lot of these meals, like these meals here, which has a lot of gluten in them. She would eat, I don't have it in here, those box. I was feeding her tons and tons of carbs. And she would tolerate those things, but she would eat nothing else. And the therapist was thinking, oh, she just have a problem with smells or whatever. But no, just think about being nonverbal and somebody feeding you something, but you can't say, I don't like that. See, we were thinking she just didn't like it because of her issues with smelling and texture. What it is was she didn't want it because she was throwing up and making her stomach hurt. When we used to go to therapy every Friday, and they would feed her these little puffs. Matter of fact, I got some. I got it all. These are the puffs. I'm coming. You want to go ahead and make it while I do this? Yeah, we found some gluten-free oatmeal. She's getting ready to get that right now because we are knocking down and eliminating things. Come on over here. So Earl's about to make her some gluten-free oatmeal that I found today. It's one of the items I was going to show y'all that I got for her. I have for her. We were coming from therapy, and before we could even get halfway home, because it's a 23-minute drive, she would throw up everything that she had for the last couple of days. And I was like, what did they do to you in therapy? Well, they were giving her these puffs right here. These puffs are not gluten-free. They were giving her these little puffs, and the company right here, all the stuff that they were making, they were giving her like those little tiny puffs to help kids, toddlers learn how to eat and everything. So I was like, did they give you too many? And I was thinking maybe they went down the wrong pipe. So I ordered her a scan to get to make sure all her food was going down the right pipe. They was like, oh, she's not choking. Like, her food is going in the right thing. And they let me sit there and watch her swallow, and it was going in the right pipe. So all along, it was what we were putting in her, not how it was getting there, but what happens when it got there that irritated her small intestines. We still waiting on the blood test, but I'm telling y'all, every time my baby went to speech therapy and they fed her for eating, we had issues. Even when we went out of town and she did. Stop and Smile, say right. It's all about testing out and monitoring what she eats. See her reactions and adjust her diet accordingly. I know you're good with you on top and that you're on top of everything. Period. Stop and smile. For real. This is on my way back from the doctor. I started getting anxiety and I started getting kind of itchy and just like, oh my gosh. And then I started praying and I said, Lord, just fix it. By the time I got home, the people at the hospital, nutritionists, had already called me and said, look, we are going to handle this little sweetie. And I was like, oh, thank you, God. And from then on, I've just been studying and getting the proper things for her. So once I figured something, even if it's not this, it is something that is irritating her stomach. So we took the blood test. After the blood test, if it comes back positive, she'll take a biopsy and then we'll do genetic testing because celiac disease can also be genetic or it can just be textbook, meaning she just have it. And then if she was to have kids and her kids would have it, then me nor her daddy has it. But if it's genetically that her dad and them have it, then they need to look out for it and I need to look out for it for me and my kids, y'all. That's came over there waiting on her food, y'all. She ready to eat. So right now she's about to get gluten-free. I found this at Kroger. When I went in Kroger, they have, in Kroger, when you shop in the price area, where the prices are, they have GF in purple. So everything in Kroger is labeled as gluten-free, which made it so much easier. It's still hard, because I walk around the store like, what can my baby eat? But that made it so much easier for me. Nobody had to tell me. I figured it out myself. I was like, everything I'm getting and looking for gluten-free, it was there, huh? She can have that. He said, can she have this? Greek yogurt. He just asked about Greek yogurt. You already fixed it. I was going to let her have one of these little meals, but she can get that for dinner for later on. All right, so Greek yogurt is fine. Cammy want to eat. Yes, she does. He's fixing her food right now. So today when I went to the store, what I really want to show you guys, because I looked up to see like kids with celiac and I found a few things. So I said this is a great opportunity as a special needs mom to show some of the things that she can eat and drink with dealing with this disorder, this disease. It's a disease, y'all, immune fighting disease. I looked up what she can eat, and foods that contain gluten are breads, pastas, cereals, crackers, cookies, cakes, and hidden glutens are in sauces, dressings, and processed foods. So stuff is really, really hard, but not at Kroger. I love Kroger. So now I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is how you say it, quinoa. It's kind of like when we had it the other day at the restaurant, it was kind of like a rice, and we had already decided that we was gonna try this, so that's a good thing. It's a rice-like thing. I don't know, but it is gluten-free. Thank you, Kroger. So we got that, y'all, and I showed you the oatmeal already. She'll be able to eat sweet potatoes. She'll be able to make some smoothies and put some almond abstract in there to get some flavor with it. I have berries that I'm gonna chop up and blend up to make different types of quinoa. Love that. I don't think I'm getting it right though, but we just figured out on my son's birthday and we love it too. So we are gonna be eating this with you, boo boo. We are gonna be eating this with her. And so I'm gonna blend up strawberries, put some avocados in there, some spinach in there. I'm gonna hook my baby up. She's still gonna eat, but it's gonna be healthy. You need a cup? Here's a cup. You got the top to it? Alright. Oh, but here go the milk. I want you to try on her tonight. Speaking of the milk, so Ripple Kids is a gluten-free milk that is very, very helpful. I'm glad to dry your one off, y'all. It was loud. So we're gonna try this tonight. I can't wait to see if she's gonna like it. Which she probably will, y'all. But Chobana, Cammy had been eating this and she was okay. Quinoa. Earl, how would you pronounce this? Quinoa. Stop and smile trying to help us out. Quinoa. Yeah. Quinoa. Quinoa. Is it quinoa? Stop and smile.
It's quinoa.
Quinoa. Okay, quinoa. I'm not gonna remember that, but I'm gonna try. Quinoa. If I say it wrong, Earl, just make me say it right. All right, so we got a lot of this yogurt here for her because it's Greek yogurt. Most Greek yogurt, especially if it's Chobana, is gluten-free. So she was already eating that and she was loving it. So I know that was working for her because this right here was one of her favorite drinks and it's made by Chobana. So we have that.